She wasn't just a queen. She was a strategist, a seductress, a survivor. When you hear the name Cleopatra, what do you picture? A woman draped in gold? The last pharaoh of Egypt? A tragic love story? The real Cleopatra was all of that, and more. Born in 69 BCE, Cleopatra VII Philopatra ruled Egypt during one of its most unstable periods. Her family, the Ptolemaic dynasty, was Greek, descended from one of Alexander the Great's generals. Despite being Greek, Cleopatra was the first of her line to actually speak Egyptian. That alone made her different. She wasn't just ruling Egypt, she was trying to understand it, embody it. She wasn't just beautiful, she was brilliant. Fluent in 9 languages, highly educated, and politically savvy, Cleopatra ruled not just with charm but with sharp intelligence. She studied philosophy, rhetoric, astronomy, and medicine. Her ability to hold court with the most powerful men in the world wasn't a trick, it was earned. When her father died, Cleopatra inherited a divided kingdom. She initially ruled alongside her younger brother, Ptolemy XIII, but power struggles and betrayals forced her into exile. The Egyptian court was ruthless, and even family ties didn't guarantee loyalty. So how did she reclaim the throne? Enter Julius Caesar. In one of the boldest political moves in history, Cleopatra had herself smuggled into Caesar's chambers, reportedly rolled up in a carpet. He was captivated, not just by her presence, but by her wit and political vision. Their alliance was both romantic and strategic. With Caesar's military backing, she returned to power, reclaiming her throne and eliminating her rivals. Their union wasn't just gossip-worthy. It was geopolitically powerful. Together, they had a son, Caesarion, whom Cleopatra positioned as the rightful heir to both Egyptian and Roman power. But their partnership ended abruptly with Caesar's assassination in Rome. With Caesar gone, Cleopatra set her sights on Mark Antony, one of Rome's most powerful men and a key player in the power struggle that followed. Their relationship became legendary, fueled by passion, politics, and scandal. They lived extravagantly, threw lavish feasts, and even formed their own elite drinking club called the Inimitable Livers. Cleopatra was often portrayed as a temptress, but she was also a master of optics. Her appearances were carefully choreographed to project divinity and power. In one famous scene, she arrived on a golden barge dressed as the goddess Isis to meet Antony, a calculated move to link her image with Egyptian religious tradition. But not everyone in Rome was entertained. Antony's rival, Octavian, later Augustus, saw their union as a threat to his rise. War broke out, and propaganda painted Cleopatra as a foreign seductress corrupting a Roman general. At the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE, Antony and Cleopatra's forces were defeated. Facing inevitable capture, Antony fell on his sword. Cleopatra, soon after, ended her life by poison, or perhaps the famous asp bite, a story that has endured for centuries. She was just 39 years old. So, why is Cleopatra so famous? Because she defied the odds. She ruled as a woman in a brutal, male-dominated world. She navigated empires, manipulated powerful alliances, and almost changed the course of Western history. She has been remembered as both a cunning manipulator and a romantic heroine. Shakespeare immortalized her. Hollywood glamorized her. Historians still debate her true nature. Cleopatra wasn't simply famous for who she loved, she was famous for how she ruled. Her life represents the intersection of myth and reality, politics and passion, strength and strategy. She left behind no empire, no monument greater than the story itself. And yet, her name lives on, through plays, paintings, films, and pop culture references that span the globe. Cleopatra remains one of the most fascinating women in human history. If you enjoyed this quick look into her story, hit subscribe and stick around. There are plenty more legends waiting to be uncovered.